Hockey fans, it's time for BoardCheck, Impact Media's weekly drive through the neutral zone into the world of professional hockey. I'm your host, Jeremy the Impact York. Welcome back. The lighting in here is not showing you the cool hat. You guys have seen the hat before. Decided to rep Glad's jersey. Why we were on this one. Fun stuff to talk about tonight. Of course, we're going to get into the Glads. Tell you guys a little bit about how we didn't. I don't think we did a show last. I honestly don't remember. Last week was a blur. But we're going to talk a little bit about my last game of the year. Yeah, I don't think we did, and how that went. Maybe I did, but I'll still talk about it a little bit. I'll kind of recap the Glads. They've got a couple more games coming up this week as part of why I want to do the show tonight, so that you guys would know about those games. Um, there is some Nashville stuff, which we will probably start with, and some Carolina Hurricane stuff. A lot of really good stuff going on. Gonna get into that, but first, if you want to be a part of the show, you want to leave a question, comment, suggestion, rating, review, you want to subscribe to the show, any of that stuff, go to our YouTube channel, BoardCheck99. That is BoardCheck99. You will find us. Actually, find us on X as well under that. You can also find us on all the social medias. If you're watching this on a social media platform, please go to YouTube and subscribe. You can actually sign up to know when all the new ones drop. We definitely appreciate each and every one of you. I always run into people at games that, hey, man, I saw your show. I see your other shows, the ones that I do from these actual games and stuff like that. Hey, appreciate it. Appreciate it. Took the time to do that. We did some giveaways this year. We'll do some other giveaways. Still got Stanley Cup coming up. We'll do some fun contests. So if you didn't get a chance to be a part of some of those, there's going to be some more coming up. Just trust me on that. So let's start. Um, we can come up with a cool theme. Maybe I'll come up with one by the end. Let's start by talking about the Nashville Predators, who are just kind of barreling along. They signed Ryan Ufko out of University of Massachusetts the other day. He's a defenseman, signed a 3-year entry-level contract that will begin in the 24-25 season. He was also captain of Massachusetts, so that he's well liked. He's a big leader, not just because he was the captain, but they chose him to be the leader, so they definitely respect him. Also, they asked Ryan O'Reilly what it's like playing with Gustav Nyquist and Philip Forsberg. He said it's so fun. Quote: "It's so fun playing between those two, my Swedish meatballs." That is great. That's exceptional. That's hilarious. That is Ryan O'Reilly and his humor for you guys. One of the best players in the game. And he's playing between Forsberg and Nyquist. Hard to argue. One of the best lines. The Predators have, like I said, the Predators are just barreling along. They have, they might be one of the hotter teams right now as we approach the playoffs, and that's the buzzsaw teams that you're going to have to watch out for. I told people the other day, I said the Hurricanes realize that winning the division would be great, but they've won division before, and somehow they don't end up in the Cup final. They don't end up where they want to be. So they're not pushing as hard. They're not laying back and they're not blowing games, but they're not win the division or bust because they've done that. They're trying to do something they haven't done in a while, and that's raise the cup. But we'll get to the Canes in a minute as we get into, like I said, let's talk some Nashville Predators a little bit. They have month of April looks kind of interesting for them. I'm going to kind of go over the whole month here. Tomorrow night, they will be hosting the Boston Bruins, 8 p.m. puck drop on that one. On Thursday, they host the Blues, 8 p.m. puck drop at the big arena. On Saturday, they will be in New Jersey to take on the Islanders. I guess is that New Jersey? That's sort of Jersey, right? I don't know. Either way, they're going to play the Islanders. They're going to turn around, play the Devils That's 7:30 on Saturday. That is a 7 p.m. puck drop, kind of a late puck drop, if you ask me. On Sunday in New Jersey, they will be off Monday. The following Tuesday, next Tuesday, they will host the Winnipeg Jets at 8 p.m. puck drop on that one. I hope they smash Winnipeg. You guys know, I wish the best for the players and the fans of Winnipeg. Don't want the team to win. I'm a little biased, Scorn Thrasher fan. What you gonna do? But then the following Friday, that's the 12th, they will host they will be in Chicago to take on the Blackhawks, 8:30 puck drop there. They will turn around on Saturday and host the Columbus Blue Jackets, 8 p.m. puck drop there. That is their last home game. And they will follow that Wednesday or Monday. I don't know what day it is anymore. Monday, the 15th, they will be in Pittsburgh to end their season. Pittsburgh season's already over. They will be ending their regular season against the Penguins, 7 p.m. puck drop on that one. Here we go. Couldn't get my screen to adjust there. Forsberg has 41 goals as of now. There's how in the world can you top something like that? He's got 41. Ryan O'Reilly's got 25. Gustav Nyquist has 22. Roman Josi, a defenseman, has 19. And Tommy Novak with the just off the podium position with 15 total. Yes, Forsberg has scored a majority of them, but the fact that it's all spread out shows you what kind of team this really is. The assist leader, Roman Josi, has 57 points. Nyquist with 46, Forsberg with 43, Ryan O'Reilly with 36, Tommy Novak, 25. What he's got, 25 and 15? That kid's got 40 points. 40 points. That's outstanding. Your points leaders, Tommy Novak has 40. Just told you that. Ryan O'Reilly with 61, 68 for Nyquist. Josi has 76 and with 84 points. He could eclipse. There's a good chance he's going to eclipse 100. That is Philip Forsberg. We go to the goalies. UC Saros leading all the categories, of course. Kevin Lankinen, though, and Yaroslav Askarov really making this, if they carry three goalies in the playoff, which is usually kind of sort of what you do, this is scary. That is as scary of a tandem as Carolina. And I will say that. Carolina fans will get mad at me. Carolina media will get mad at me. That's fine. Mike, if you want to get a little upset about that. But Saros, Lankinen, and Askarov, that's a good tandem to have where if Saros needs a night off, I feel like one of the other two can pick it up. If unfortunately something crazy happens, which I hope it does not, you still have somebody you can rely on. You have two people you can rely on to carry this team. So let's see where they sit. I keep telling you how good they are, how many points they score, how everything's going. Well, right now, the Nashville Predators hold the first wild card spot. They have 90 points. They are 3 ahead of the LA Kings. I was looking, I knew who used to be behind them, and they are now actually slightly ahead of them. Looks like for the most part, well, there's a couple things that could change. St. Louis could sneak in there, maybe Minnesota, but it's pretty much looks like the Kings may be the second wild card. So the way this would work, I believe, is the Vancouver Canucks would get the LA Kings, and the Nashville Predators would play the Dallas Stars. What an exceptional series, especially when former Predator Matt Duchene is a Dallas Star. Can't write this stuff, folks. Just can't write this stuff. And of course, that would mean the Edmonton Oilers would host the Vegas Golden Knights. Sign me up. That may be the series that makes sure I don't get any sleep every other day that week. And Colorado would host Winnipeg. Is somebody can knock Winnipeg out? Maybe. I don't know. Looks like Winnipeg's in. Things can happen. Weird things can happen. That is an incredible, absolutely incredible lineup. I mean, we're going to get to the East here in a second when we talk Hurricanes, but it's already going to be crazy, folks. It's already going to be crazy. Speaking of the Canes, let's get to the Canes. How about head coach Rod Brindamore for the sixth straight year out of six? He is 6 for 6 postseason appearances as the head coach because they are pretty much locked in at this point if they're not already. 2019, 2020, 2021, 22, 23, and 24. That makes 6, 6, 4, 6. That also makes him the only active coach to lead his team to the postseason in their first 6 seasons behind the bench. Coach Rod, the hot rod, man. He's on it. Speaking of people that's on it, Frederick Anderson's back on the ice. Frederick Anderson is now 7-0-0 with a 1.15 goals against average and a 957 save percentage, along with 2 shutouts since returning from the blood clotting issues in March, early March. I believe it was around the first or second. A 7-0-0 and practically stopping everything comes his way. Just amazing. Absolutely amazing. So what are the Hurricanes? What does the rest of their schedule look like? Well, if we get the screen to come up, I would tell you. Here's how the rest of it. Now they got an interesting schedule because their last 3 home games are their next 3 games, and then they will be on the road for the last 2 weeks. There'll be 2 games pretty much per week. You'll see what I mean. This Thursday, they will play the Boston Bruins at home in Raleigh. 7 p.m. puck drop for that one. They will face the Washington Capitals the following day on Friday, 7 p.m. puck drop there. They'll take Saturday off. They will host the Columbus Blue Jackets at 5 this coming Sunday. WrestleMania Sunday, by the way, WrestleMania weekend. They will take Monday the 8th off as they deserve it. They will go to Boston on Tuesday the 9th, 7 p.m. puck drop there. On the 12th, that's a Friday. So next Friday, not this Friday, next Friday, they will be in St. Louis to take on the Blues. Next Sunday, they will be in Chicago to take on the Blackhawks. 6 p.m. puck drop there, 8 p.m. puck drop on the Blues. And on the 16th, Tuesday the 16th, they will be in Columbus to face the Blue Jackets, 7 p.m. puck drop for that one. Now, as I said, the Canes, they're kind of interesting too. Because the way things are kind of playing out, they are pretty I mean, Aho is scoring a ton of goals, but a lot of other people are as well. As we look at their team leader scoreboard. There it is. Sebastian Aho has 33 goals. Seth Jarvis actually has 29. He's only 4 behind Aho. That's a stellar year for Jarvis. Marty Nachos, one of my favorite players. There's not a Kane I don't like, by the way, but Marty Nachos with 23. Teuvo Teravainen, another big favorite of mine, 21. And the other big favorite of mine, Andrei Svechnikov with 17. So look at that. Let's see, that's 50. It's like 125 goals between 5 people. That's an insane number. That is an incredible number. Assists. Sebastian Aho is 52. So he not only scored 33 times on his own, he helped 52 other people score. Or 52 other times he helped people score. That's wow. He's a star, guys. He's an emerging star. He's soon to be on. Sebastian Aho is a star in this league, not just because he scores, but because he's nationally recognized. He got picked pretty quickly for the All-Star game, things like that. Seth Jarvis, by the way, has 33. Marty Nachos has 29. Brady Skay has 29 as well. So somebody else, but they won't. Oh, Svechnikov. Svechnikov also has 29. So your point leader, Sebastian Aho, has 85. He's going to get real close to 100, I think. 15's a lot, but I think he's going to get there. Seth Jarvis has 62, Marty Natas 52, Teuvo Teravainen 48, and Andrei Svechnikov with 46. Well, look at that goalie tandem that you guys get upset at me when I say things like them and Nashville have the best three goalie tandems. They do. The top three they got. Well, Pyotr Kochetkov has been really holding down the fort till Freddie Anderson got back. Antti Ranta has actually had an up and down season off the ice, but and in the roster lineup, but he has been super solid as well. Frederick Anderson and Spencer Martin all putting up numbers. And not just are they putting up numbers, they're putting up wins. Or how about Kochetkov has 4 shutouts, Anderson has 2, Antti Ranta has 1. That is 7 shutouts in this among this team, and Frederick Anderson has 2 in his last 7 games. They are I'm not going to say that word. They are the storm, the thunder and the storm of the league. Them and Nashville are coming in at the right times. They are the hotter buzzsaw teams. They might just run through some people, and it's going to be fantastic. So, how does the Eastern Conference shape up? Well, the Hurricanes, who are locked into the playoffs, are currently the number 2 seed, just 3 back of the Rangers, who everybody says was the runaway favorite. The Canes have caught them, guys. The Canes have caught them. They actually have the same amount of points as the Boston Bruins. Um, and the way it would shake out right now, the Canes would host the Washington Capitals in the first round. They would slaughter them. They would slaughter them. And this could be a way for Svechnikov to get back at Ovechkin for knocking him cold on the ice a couple years ago. And he didn't do it. They just wanted to fight because they were countrymen. But Ovechkin's way too good of a fighter for Svech to try to mix it up. So, beat him on the scoreboard. The way the other rest of this is going to do, if the Rangers stay in first, they would definitely host the Philadelphia Flyers. I think that would be a fun series because New York can play. They play a lot of finesse. They can play physical. The Flyers are going to play very physical, so that's going to be a fun series. The Tampa Bay Lightning would face the Boston Bruins. Sign me up. And the Florida Panthers would host the Toronto Maple Leafs. Could be interesting because Austin Matthews scored, I think, his 61st goal tonight. In the time we've recorded this, probably his 65th and 68th, and who knows? I don't. He might finish with 70 goals or more this year, which is just an awesome and amazing number that he could be close to 70 goals by the time this is done. But against a physical team like Florida, they're gonna knock them around. Toronto, it's the same similar matchup there that I said with Philly and New York, except for that the higher seed here, the Panthers, are actually more physical than Toronto, but Toronto's not afraid to kind of mix it up a little bit. So these playoffs are just going to be absolutely outstanding. Now, let's talk a little bit. Whether I told you guys or not, the last home game that I was able to attend, which was the last of the year, unfortunately for me, I will not make the last 3. For the Atlanta Gladiators, I got to basically help with replay all night and be down with the ECHL officials, which included, I believe, Mike, the timekeeper, and good old KSU coach, the head coach of KSU, who I got to sit beside and kind of pick his brain and ear on a bunch of different stuff. Um, fun times, fun times. Also saw one of the boys, I call them, but one of the KSU Owls players from a couple years ago. He was just right outside the gate. It was really cool to see just everything from there and see everything from that level. It's man, just really, really fun and exceptional. And I always tell people if I'm in the building, for those who don't, if I'm in the building, put me to work. I always tell people definitely put me to work, you know. Um, I'm reading messages from the producer as we speak. That's why. So I get there, and that's what the Gladiators asked me to do. That's what Liam Godimer asked me to do. He said, "Can you go take care of this?" Sure. I tell you all the time to put me to work, and so he definitely put me to work. Definitely appreciate the opportunity. Look for more opportunities coming up. And if there are some great, and I always tell people, just take advantage of opportunities because you never know what could or couldn't happen, or if that's your first opportunity or your last. You take everything in stride, and like I said, it just really awesome, really fun. Glad I got the opportunity to do something like that. And I hope you guys enjoyed a lot of the videos and the things that I posted because it really was um, uh, just super awesome to be there and to get a chance to, like I said, KSU coach. Got to pick his brain, and yes, Owls players and fans. We were talking about some upcoming things and things we might try to do this upcoming year. Um, Hamby was outside, by the way. Aiden Hamby. He was out there with a group of his friends and everything. He said it was like a birthday present that he got to go. So even though I probably told you there and I told you other times, happy birthday. Great to run into you. He was one of the first KSU um, Owls that I think I had on the show this time around. Had a couple first time around years and years ago, but we're gonna do this. We're gonna really build this thing right. We're gonna really build it fun. I love the participation from everybody involved, from the parents to the athletes to just everybody really. And they pretty much they're down to 3 games. The Gladiators have 3 games, and they need your support. It costs $0 and 0 cents to follow the team. It also costs $0 and 0 cents to tell someone about the Atlanta Gladiators. They need your support. Just tell people. How many times I tell people, yeah, I cover hockey games in Atlanta, and they say, "Where's the team at?" And I said, "They're in Duluth, over there in Gwinnett County, over there in Lawrenceville area. That whole area, Gwinnett." They're like, "I didn't know there was a team there." How, okay, well, that tells me that you don't watch my stuff, but I tell people all the time. So now more people are trying to follow them. It's not just me. You guys are doing the same thing. Seriously, $0, 0 cents. Tell somebody about it. Now, if you do want to spend a little bit of money, and not a lot at all, they have 3 games coming up. This Wednesday is called Why Not Wednesday. There are $5 beer specials. That means the really good beers. They have good beer all the way around, but that means the really fun ones that you really, really like, but you're like, man, maybe I don't want to spend that money. Well, now they're $5. 7 p.m. puck drop. Um, then we go to Thursday. This Thursday, we're going back to Margaritaville. The Return to Paradise. Waste away again in Margaritaville with the Gladiators. April the 4th at 7 p.m. There's a great night of hockey, fun. Get your tickets now. You can get a Margaritaville shirt. I would imagine they might do more special jerseys. I don't know. It seemed like the jersey auction night was always the night that I was there, and I just told you I won't be there, but go have fun because they play Jimmy Buffett music. They honor Jimmy Buffett. I don't know if he was a hockey fan, but I feel like he would be because he loves having fun with people, and that's what you do at a hockey game. And then, not to be outdone, there's one left. Friday, April the 5th. That's this week. 7:30 p.m. That is Fan Appreciation Night. That is you guys. That's me. I'm a fan too. That's you guys. You guys need to go down to the arena 7:30, puck drop on that one. Bring your fans, bring your friends, bring your family, and enjoy a great night of hockey. They a lot of times will do giveaways, and they will do just all kinds of fun activities. They're trying to show you guys how much they really appreciate you all. And it's not because you come to the game. It's just not because you spend money. It's because you do the things that I talk about. You tell people about them all the time. You talk about them. You get in these message boards. You defend them when they need to be defended. You praise them when they need to be praised. You go to all the games. You get to know the players. You get to know the staff. I got to experience part of that. You guys found me some of the time, you know? So do what you can. Go to these games. 7 p.m. on Wednesday, 7 p.m. on Thursday, 7:30 p.m. on Friday. Take your pictures. If you want, tag me. I'll throw my contest out to that. We'll come up with some sort of swag, some sort of special prize that I will send your way. When you go to these games, take a picture with your ticket or someplace in the arena that proves to me that you are there on whichever certain night it is. Tag us in it. The Impact 99, BoardCheck, any of this stuff. Tag us, and I'll pick a couple winners. I'll make sure you get something really special. That's straight from me. That's straight from me. That's not even Impact Media talking. The prize department is probably looking at me crazy because we probably don't have the budget for this stuff, but I don't care. I want to get some stuff for you guys. So you guys go out there, show me you're supporting the Glads, and I'll see what it's not I'll see what I can do. You're gonna get something. You're gonna get something cool. It's not gonna be this random pin right here. It's not gonna be a name tag from church. It's not even gonna be this cool little mouse. You guys always ask me what my mouse looks like. That is what it looks like. I love this thing. Had it forever. It's gonna be something fun. It's gonna be something you guys are gonna enjoy. Um, but you have to do it first. And once you do the stuff, we'll talk about what you're gonna get. You're gonna go to this ice right behind me. It's one of the best ices in town. Not just because it's one of the only, because there are tons. There are college ices. There are amateur ranks. There are all kinds of places where people of all ages can play the game of hockey. But this ice right here, I think, is one of the most special. And if you haven't been out, this is the greatest chance to go out and see how special this really is. And let me know. Like I said, I don't care if it's the first time you ever been in the arena. If you watch this show and you want to tag yourself and tag us in it, we'll send you some. I promise you. We will do it. And depending on what night you go, I might have it hand delivered to you. I might have it hand delivered. I think I can make that happen. However, we have reached the end of tonight's show. I'm a little sad, but I'm happy as well. It's been the way I've been for 12 months. It's been so fun to ride the train that has been my life all over the place pretty much in the last 12 months. This is not goodbye. This is not farewell because we still have so much hockey to talk about. I just want you guys to know once again how appreciative I am for you guys. Uh, it's a majority of the reason why I do this. Yes, it's fun to go to these events. Yes, it's fun to talk about these things and these games and these players and experiences so much, but knowing that you guys tune in to listen to me talk for as long as I talk on these things. I can get a little long-winded. I could almost be a preacher at times, I guess, but I'm not. But for real, knowing that you guys are tuning in each and every week and that you get something from this, it really does. It really it means so much. So without further ado, we have reached the end of the show. I hear the horn has went off. Of course, thanks to you guys, we prevail. We win this one. We probably win this one 3-1 tonight. Got to give the opposition some credit, but 3-1. Appreciate the hat trick from you all, and this has been another great edition of Board Check. I am Jeremy the Impact York. We will see you guys next week. Go Canes. Go Glads. Go Preds. Go watch hockey. Deuces, gooses.